Hello, welcome to this week's little card play. We're going to go ahead and get started. We've got Fairy Oracle, the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds, and Shadowscapes Tarot this week. And of course, a lot of you picked the Tarot, which I'm not as good at, but we'll give it a try, eh? I love this deck. It's really quite beautiful. So first off, if any of you have not read my latest writing called Waves Upon Waves, I posted it on our page, on my business page. Go ahead and give that a read so you can see what it feels like to be in a mystical experience, what the actual physical sensations and things like that are. I'm putting together my book, and so that's why I've decided to start going back through my writings, and after I had that experience. So yeah, I did about 40 pages yesterday, which is why I didn't do the video, but yeah, it's really cool. So let's get started with the card pull. So the first one is the Fairy Oracle, which is from 1999. It's a Sulamith Wulfing deck. This is probably my favorite artist ever. She has another one called the Angel Oracle. Well, but Bluestar Communications published it. It doesn't have a book, and it's getting a little bit worn, so I actually made it a little crochet bag that I keep it in. But this is a cool deck. It just comes with 2 cards to tell you how to do it. And then it also has, each of the cards is its own image and its own message. So it's pretty cool. So it's got the regular image on the back and then a close-up of the black and white on the other side. So we'll pull some of these for you guys. So we've got, I'll just go ahead and, because they have their own messages, I'm just going to pull one for each of you from this deck, okay? Because there are only 7 of you in this one, and this one is MOOKAITE, whatever you say. It's a beautiful stone. So, all right, let's go pulling here. We're going to pull one for Tracy D. You cannot give more days to life, but you can give more life to your days. That is beautiful, Trace. I think you're doing that anyway. You've always kind of done that, but it feels like some binds have dropped away, I guess is the best way to say it. So that's pretty cool, Tracy. And then we've got Michelle E. So you've got this painting, which is Say Little, Love Much, Give Everything, and Continue Walking. So you guys, these little sayings that you're getting this week, I would like you to just ponder those sayings and see what you get from them. You know, message me or leave a comment and let me know what you get from your card, from your saying. So, say little, love much, give everything, continue walking is a beautiful sentiment about not getting involved in other people's shit. You know, don't let people pull you down into their dramas. You don't have to be a part of that, okay? We're going to go to Vicky G. Hi, Vicky. I think I see you tomorrow. Okay. One who believes in miracles is a realist. You know, we're conditioned to think that all of the things that we are told, the things that we are taught are the truth. But miracles are a reality. They happen every single day, all around you, everywhere you look. And when you start seeing them and you start acknowledging them, they keep coming. They keep happening. So one who believes in miracles is a realist. You know, that's something that you can change for yourself, okay? And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull one for Jacqueline. Jacqueline. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Nothing can be achieved in this world without poetry. Wow, isn't that a beautiful card for you, Jacqueline? My book I'm working on right now is my poetry book. So that's pretty cool. I love that. Let me know if you do any writing on poetry, or if you read poetry, okay? Let's see, Harmony. Let's see what we've got for you. Oh, that's a beautiful card. Look at that. Everything before us and behind us is nothing compared to that which is within us. Wow, isn't that the truth? No matter how much you have gone through or how much you are processing, what you have within you is so much bigger, so much stronger, and so much brings you so much more peace than anything outside of you. So that's pretty cool. Sorry, that's my kid coming home soon. Okay, and we've got Brenda. Let's see what you've got, Brenda, this week. Oh, that's a beautiful card. Fear knocked at the door, trust opened it, and nobody was there. Wow, isn't that amazing? It's such a good saying because, you know, our fears are illusions. Our fears are illusions that are created by the situations that we've encountered in our life. It's also created through, again, the systems, through education, through patriarchy, through, you know, war and separation. And fear is the killer, basically, of everything beautiful. But it's also necessary for learning. And so once you turn and face that fear, no matter what it is, you turn around and you look straight at it, all of a sudden it looks something completely different, because the darkness is only dark because it's at a lack of light. Whereas if you turn around and you face it, you're putting your light on it, you're putting your attention on it, your focus, you're calling it out. And as soon as you call it out, it has to turn back into what it is, which is actually another version of light presenting itself to you as a potential, as a potentiality. Okay. So that's pretty cool. So that, we've got one more. We've got Jessie J. So that was Brenda. All right, Jessie, let's see what you've got. The true leader is always led. Man, that is so, so true. You know, I will never stop researching. I will never stop learning. I will never stop finding new teachers that I find fascinating. You see that bookcase behind me? That's only like a very small fraction of the books we actually have, because we are all like avid readers, the whole family. And so, you know, that is such a good thing to show you. And look at, you know, it's the same as if you're looking at a picture from a distance, you only see a child and a witch, right? That's what most people see. If you look up close, that is actually, she's actually teaching her. She's giving her gifts, and all around her are all these other little beings that are there teaching as well. Do you see that? Even the animals. So there's guidance there if we're willing to turn around and look at it and take that information. And remember that every leader is still somebody else. They're still following someone else. You know, it's not about being a follower as much as it is about being insatiably curious, you know, about being passionate about knowing, about learning, about getting to know who you are. And through reading, through music, through art, through dance, through all these different mediums that we have here in our human form, that we have, all of our senses can be enlightened. And this is for everybody, not just Jessie. Okay, so Jessie's card. But again, this is, you know, our forms, our physical bodies are the way that we are able to learn for our soul. And that is, you know, yes, we have access to everything, but to experience these things, that's the beauty. That's where you find joy. Okay, so yeah, all of you guys try and find something really cool to do with some type of art. And I'll tell you what, I said this a while ago. I believe that with this, all the stuff that happened with the, you know, the jabs and everything, it created an open space for people to be able to find their creativity again. You know, everybody stopped doing and being everything that everybody else wanted. And for a while, they actually had to, one, face their mortality, and two, realize there's more to life than what they were doing. So yeah, that was a gift in some ways. Okay. And I know people will twist my words if they want to, and I really don't give a shit because I don't have time to worry about it. I know what I'm saying, and the ones that know me know that too. So Chevron Amethyst with the second deck. This one is the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. Okay. Lucy Cavendish. This is Blue Angel Publishing. It's got a nice little book here. And yeah, it's quite cool. I like this one because it's got a little illumination. And so an example is like this card here, Oracle. The illumination is, I can hear, see, smell, feel the presence of the spirits and translate their signs for myself and others. You know, that is part of what I do with my psychic development classes. You know, part of what we do is to get people to understand the language of the universe, you know, and how that equates for them as an individual. So, you know, that's really important. It really is. So let's pull some cards for this crew. We've got 5 of you, so we'll go ahead and pull you each a card. Okay. I think I've got time to do one for everybody today. And again, these messages are universal. So even though I'm pulling a card for each person, all of the cards that I pull for that deck will be applicable to your group, okay? So this one is for Mandy. They're just more specific aligned for some of you. So this is Skyfire, messages, channels, and information. You see that the sparkles in the sky? That's what I see when I look up at the sky. All these movement, they move, their movement. You know, and I've been able to see that since I was little. I've always loved just watching the air. I know it's a little strange, but it is something that I love because it reminds me that everything is in potentiality. Everything is able to be formed if we are able to, you know, think of what we want and create that experience for ourselves. Half the time we forgot we've asked for that experience, but it can be done. And it's quite beautiful. So with this one, Mandy, it's saying messages are coming to you, channels are coming to you, opening up for you to get messages. And this feels almost like some new people around you that'll actually be bringing you messages and information of things that you've been wanting to try or do. So that's pretty cool. That was Mandy. Now we've got Carla B. Let's see what we've got for you today, Carla. All right, we've got the Temple of Dreams, Sacred Dreams, Prophecies, and Dream Journeys. So if you're not keeping a dream journal next to your bed, it might be a good thing to try, Carla, because it feels like you're going to be getting some information in your dreams. I know my dreams have been all over the show lately. Even my waking states have been crazy. So I can imagine that some of you who don't normally have these types of dreams will be having them, and some who do are getting more deeper symbolism and messages from them. So I would suggest for you to keep a dream journal, okay? So that you can go to the Dream Temple and get some information from your guides. Okay, we've got Rachel T. Let's see, this one wants to be yours. This is the Healing Temple of the Lunar Light, Life Cycles, Energy Healing, and Communication. So that's pretty cool. Oh, with this one, let's see. Rachel, I feel for you like, you know, the lunar phases for you will be more potent. So it feels to me like you can do more of your work during the nighttime in a waking state, not so much in a dream state like the last card. But this one feels like, you know, that even if you, like, I know I do, I go to sleep early and then I get up around 1 or 2 and then I'm up until, you know, I end up needing a nap sometimes in the middle of the day. But I have like a triune of my waking and sleeping because I'm geared in more toward evening or nighttime when everything in the world is quiet. And I feel like for you, that is part of it as well. That allows your body that time to rest without all the input of all the other activity around. So if you have to do a triune sleep, then maybe you should try it and see how that goes for you for a bit. Okay, so that's Rachel. And then we're going to pull one for Rose. Let's see what Rose. Homeward Traveler, Completion, Reunion, and Return. Well, that's interesting. Where are you going? Where are you going to, Rose? This is really interesting because, you know, we had talked about travel, and I'm really curious to see where you're going. This so much reminds me of, you know, actually, I think this was published in Australia. So that's interesting too, Rose. You know what I mean by that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this was published in Australia. I'd love to know if this is an area in Australia that she got the idea from this, because it feels like it's a real place. So I'm curious about that. And for some reason, I'm thinking of the Blue Mountains, but I'm not sure if they look like that. I've been to the Blue Mountains, but I don't remember water around them. So I could be wrong. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. There you go, Rose. Tony D, New Zealand Tony D, not the one in the United States. Okay, so this is the Angel Gate for you. You've got cleansing, protection, and blessings. Look at that. And look at that rainbow and those rays of light. You know, I think that one of the things I'm getting from this, Tony, is that you need to remember to ask for what you're wanting. You need to ask for guidance. You need to ask for healing. You need to ask for messages, for direction, for what it is that you want to be doing for the rest of your life. You know, what is it that you want to be doing? What's going to bring you joy? You have to ask, though. You have to physically say, hey, guys, I really want to do this. Do you think you can bring someone to me to help me with that? And then they appear. So this is just a gentle reminder, and not just to Tony, but to all of you. Don't forget to ask. You know, they cannot intercede without our help unless it is something that's against our own will or our own chart, depending on what our contracts are. And so, you know, you have to ask for them to intervene, because they're allowing us the experience to be what we want to be and to do what we want to do. And they don't want to overstep that by stepping in when we don't really want them to. So that's one of the laws they have, is that you have to ask them for their help. Okay. So that was pile 2. And again, even though they're individual, they're also for everyone in pile 2. Okay. And now we're going to pile 3. Whew, wish me luck on this one. Okay, so this one, the deck itself is absolutely amazing. And I've just learned that she has 2 other decks, Stephanie Puimunlaw. She has got some really cool decks, and the artwork is absolutely stunning. Like this is one of the things I loved about this deck when I saw it. And this one is from, sorry, the last one was 2019. This one is 2011 through Llewellyn. It comes with a little white book, but the white book in this deck is so freaking good. I mean, the writing it's just so cool. Quick, to the point. I might actually, because I'm not good at tarot, I might just go ahead and pull these if I need to. So actually, I might just do it anyway, because they're so beautiful, eh? And they're a little bit different than the standard tarot, which is why I like them. So again, this is the backs, just plain old ordinary size, a little bit smaller than the standard tarot card, I feel like. But yeah, they're not too big for my tiny hand, so that's good. All right, and now we've got, let's see, we got plenty of time too. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull for everybody. We got 13 here, so we're gonna spin through them, and because they're such small sayings, I will look them up for you as well. So Cherie F, let's see what you've got. Oh, look at that. And I'm just gonna read you the book while I hold the card in front of it so you can actually see it, okay? And we've got Ace of Pentacles for you. And I just love the way this is worded, so I'm going to read it, okay? So this is the Ace of Pentacles in this deck. The Ace is the possibility of prosperity, abundance, and security. It's the promise of wealth and well-being, of flourish, and of reaping the rewards of hard work. Now, the other thing I love about this is that hard work is also, I'm going the wrong way. That hard work, see all those little ones below? It's actually going to affect them as well, not just the one at the top. So, you know, you leave behind a little legacy of your path through this learning phase of Earth. And so everything that you do leaves knowledge in your wake so that you can leave it behind you as a legacy. So that's what this feels like to me. There's part of a legacy here. Okay. So that's for Cherie. And whoever else picks pile 3. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull one for Sarah B. Oh, that's the 8 of Pentacles. That is so beautiful. Look at this. Okay. So the 8 of Pentacles, as you can see, it's a spider with a bunch of different webs they're building, you know. Look at that. That's like mastery. I mean, all these little things create the big picture, don't they? So if you're looking at that, I mean, that's just absolutely beautiful. What is this one? This one's the 8 of Pentacles. I just want to look at the picture, eh? Just keep looking at the picture. All right, so let's put that back up there. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Sorry if it's not very clear. They're very pale cards. I believe it's watercolor. Okay, a craftsman possessing great patience and attentive to detail, seeking knowledge, pursuing a higher understanding of practical application of intellect and skill to a task. I love that. And like I was just saying, it's like, you know, all that practice is creating something beautiful. And when you take all of the areas and aspiration, you know, not the aspirations, but the skill set that you have, and you combine them, you find that you've always had what your path is. And it's putting those pieces together to create a solid picture of that. Yeah, it's fucking so cool. Sorry, I'm swearing a lot lately, but it just comes out of my face. All right, what do we got next? We have got Pamela G. Hi, Pam. I'll get a hold of you when I'm finished this video. So I just got your message right before I was doing a record. So look at this. Oh, this is so cool. So the Five of Wands, this is really cool because a lot of people see the Five of Wands and they assume it is about, you know, about a battle that they're going to lose. But actually, in all actuality, it means no matter what obstacle gets in your way, you're going to keep going forward. Okay. There's confidence there. They know they wield the power and they just keep walking regardless of what jumps in front of them. Okay. Now let's pull this one up. Five of Wands. Oop, doopy doopy. Five of Wands. The world tosses dozens of obstacles in your path. When gathered together, those minor obstructions become overwhelming. Answer with renewed vigor. Don't let the obstacles stop you. Okay. You keep pushing forward. You just always keep pushing forward, you know? And that's kind of always been my motto throughout my life, has always been, no matter what shit show is thrown at me, I'm going to keep going forward, because that is not going to stop me from having joy in my life. And that's what this is about for you, Pam. Okay. Right. Now let's see what else we've got. We have got LOreal. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, love it. Okay. That is so, so pretty. I love the masks. Oh, come on, camera work. Work, camera, work. Sorry, guys, it's not working very good. There we go. That's better. Okay. Now, the moon. You know, we have to remember to not believe in our own illusions. We create personas, we create masks, we create these things for lesson. But if we forget that it's a creation, we can start to feel really alone, really put off or abandoned, you know. One of the things that I love is, one of the experiences I had is when I was saying I wanted to be gone from this place years ago. I felt a female presence pick me up and say, I've never left you. You've just turned away. Okay. And that's what this feels like to me. Fears and anxieties, believing illusions, experiencing distortions, chasing after fantasies, dreams and visions, disorientation. The moon is the realm beyond the known and comfortable and predictable. Okay. Step through it and see what's there. Don't let, again, same as that card in the last deck was fears. Don't let fears and illusions hold you back from what you want to accomplish or where you want to be, or to ask for that help. You know, don't let those things stop you. Okay. That's beautiful. All right. Terry Lee, let's see what you've got. Oh, beautiful. That is one of the prettiest Wheel of Fortunes I've seen, I think. Look at how pretty that is. That is so gorgeous. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is all about things will change. Things will go up and they will go down. There will be a constant revolving, a constant challenge and then triumph. Challenge, triumph, challenge, triumph. That's how we learn. And again, these are things that we've actually programmed for ourselves on the soul realm, you know. And so it's quite interesting how when we have the Wheel of Fortune, you know, it's a reminder that things will always come back around. Okay, let me just check here in this book. 10. I'm a little bit spacey if you haven't noticed. Let's see what 10 is here. All right. So this is the wheel. Destiny, the weaving of life's threads coming together, fate, turning points, movement and change, patterns and cycles, an interconnected world. The knot work in the stained glass window is a single golden thread without start or finish. That's beautiful. So like I was saying, you know, it's all part of it. It's all part of the cycles. Everything cycles, you know, just like nature. Okay. And then we have got Cass. Got time still. Plenty. All right, what do we got for Cass this week? Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Because you can carry everything doesn't mean you have to. You know, if you can juggle all these things, but what's going to happen? You know, look at how much weight is on this person. All right, 10 of Wands. Let's see what this has to say. Such a beautiful little deck. Bomb. I got shakies today, so bear with me. Okay, overextending, taking on far too much, being burdened with overwhelming responsibility, being held accountable, doing things the hard way. Ask for help. Say no once in a while. Okay? Try not to do everything yourself. I know you're strong and independent, but you also need to allow people to help you. Okay? Because you know they want to. All right. So that was Cass. Yeah. Let's find one for Dylan. Okay. All right. Dylan, 7 of Wands. All right. Here you go. What are you having to protect right now? Okay. When you are attacked or, you know, come at, your response will be to defend yourself and to defend those you love. Okay. And that's good in one regard. It's how you do it that is, you know, is it going to pull you away from who you are, or is it going to keep you where you are? So that's the key is, yes, always by always defend who you need to, you know, especially if it's someone who can't defend themselves, but don't go for the throat. Don't go for the jugular, because then you become like the person you're trying not to be, you know, that you're defending against. Okay. So let me just pull this one up and see what it says. 7 of Wands. I like to check myself. Okay. 7 of Wands. Take a stand, defend what you believe in. The world is full of strife and stiff competition, and one must have courage in facing those difficulties that come. Okay. But again, always remain true to who you are during the process. All right. It's really quite a beautiful card. And I love badgers. I hate to see them in that position, but hey, that's kind of what it is. Hey, that's why I have that badger tattoo. You know, it's two sides to a badger, depending on how you treat them. You get in their territory and you start messing with them, they're gonna lash out, right? So that's always a good reminder. So that was Dylan. Now we've got Cara T. Here we go. That is so cool. And you've got the Fool. Okay. And the Fool is about new opportunities, things coming your way, openings, gateways, those types of things. But it's also about, you know, having faith is good, but you have to not fall into folly during that time as well. So it's about knowing what you're doing on a mental level as well as a spiritual level. So combining the two so that you're not, you know, completely falling into fancy by, you know, what's driving you forward. Yes, you will always be caught, and you will always, you know, what I like to just look at is this little animal down here, this little fox going, you sure you want to do that? Okay. They're not pushy. They're not bossy. They're just checking you, you know, you sure you want to do that? So that's my question to you, Cara, is you sure you want to do that? Okay. If you're sure, then go ahead with confidence. If you're not sure, then rethink and reassess and then make adjustments. Okay, that's how that works. All right, cool. And then we've got Kirsten R. Let's pull one for Kirsten. Ace of Cups. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. That is awesome. I love it. So pretty. Emotion, love, intimacy, the first stirrings, the creative flow. Okay. First stirrings of emotion, compassion, love, intimacy, attunement. Very good. There you go. It's gorgeous. What opportunities are there for you? Something has got you excited. It'll be good to see what that is. Something has you ready to go. Okay, we've got Tanya V, and you have the sun. Oh, that's such a beautiful card. Look at that. You've got the sun, Tanya. That's so beautiful. That's about, you know, accomplishment, celebration, you know, support. Look at all of these people, look at all of these birds in support here, you know? That's so gorgeous. I love the little blue. For some reason, they're pointing out these little blue feathers over here. So gorgeous. Okay, let's see what the sun says. Dun, dun, dun. Enlightenment and understanding, glory, achievement, prominence, the constant renewal of life, vitality, and of being filled with radiant joy, energy, invigoration, and good health, being full of assurance and confidence, a clarity of vision, and a purpose lit by the clear daylight. That's so cool. You see very clearly, and that's beautiful. Okay, don't question that. Sarah B, let's see what we got for you. Oh, look at this one. Back up left behind. The Hermit. Look at that. So Sarah, this is Sarah in the USA. This is this one is talking about the Hermit. This is, you know, there's a time for introspection, and then there's a time to come out of introspection and share what you've learned. You know, and this what feels like to me. It feels like it's time for you to come out and share what you've learned. So that's really exciting. I want to see where you're going with that, and I'm pretty sure this has to do with your career, and also possibly not only the one career, but also possibly doing some online work and some homeschool stuff. So that's pretty cool. Okay, that's Sarah B. Okay, we've got two left. Hillary M. Let's see what we've got for you. Oh, strength. Oh, sorry, I forgot to look up your book thing, Sarah. Let's just go back one. Sorry about that. We'll just look up the Hermit, just because I like to read them to you guys. The Hermit. Oh, there we are. Being introspective, seeking solitude, withdrawing from the world, and giving and receiving guidance. The Hermit is an inspirational friend and teacher, and his help can illuminate the secrets of one's own mind. So that's pretty cool. All right. And then we've got Strength for Hillary. That is such a beautiful card. Look at that. I love this deck so much. Okay, definitely need to use it more. All right, so we've got Strength. Well, obviously, it's courage. It's mastering your demons. It's making friends with the shadows. You know, it's remembering that once you step forward and you have that confidence, you'll be able to access more. Okay. And that's just like in every area So this is strength, courage, calm, composure, and patience, compassion, persuasion, and soft control, tempered force, managing the impulse to control anger and force rather than be manipulated. Okay, managing your impulses so that you can control anger and force rather than being manipulated by them. Okay, this is about not being reactive, being in control of that energy that you have. Knowing you have it is good enough. You don't necessarily need to do it. So see how she's got her lion tame there. If somebody pisses her off, is she going to sick him on them? Or is she going to just sit back and know she has that strength and just go, yep, they just don't know any better. Okay. So this is unshakable resolve, and that's what's going to see you through the desired end. Okay. Unshakable resolve is, that is what shows your strength. Okay. That's a beautiful card. All right. And then we've got Eden. Okay. Eden. All right. Now we've got Eden, and Eden, you have the Empress. Wow, you guys got some really great cards this week. Look at that. Creativity, abundance, fecundity. Oh, just so much. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Let's just look up the Empress in here for you, because I want to read what this one says. Creativity, generosity, patience, love. The Empress is about abundance, experiencing the senses and embracing the natural. She's a creator. The primal essence is in the embodiment of life and is deeply tied to nature. So what are you creating? What are you sharing? You are in, well, what they're saying is you're on fire. Go for it. You've got that. Not only have you got the Empress card, they're telling me you also got fire around you, like passion, drive, pushing, really pushing that energy forward. So it almost feels like the Page of Wands energy that you have around you as well. So whatever you're wanting to do, Eden, go for it. Okay. It's time right now. Just start. Okay. Take one step forward and just do it. All right. So that's Eden. So that's everybody this week, you guys. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run through and I'm going to get an overall message for each group consolidated, okay? So we're just going to read these. The true leader is always led. Fear knocked the door, trust answered. Everybody before us, behind us, compared to which among us. Okay. It's really funny because almost all of these are the same reading. We've really got to go into our creative minds right now. That is where we find the gold. We go within, we find the gold. That is where the secrets lie. That's where the information is that we're looking for outside of us all the time. That love we crave is within us. That joy and security and balance, it's within us. We have to be the ones to share that outwardly in order to have that come back at us and be reflected, because the world is pure potentiality, and that potentiality will form into whatever we need to learn that lesson. Okay. So if you are seeing negativity, then you need to look inside, because there's something inside of you that you're uncomfortable with. So that's why you're seeing that within yourself. Okay. If you're only seeing anger, then you need to look at yourself and find out, what is it that I'm angry about? If you're seeing sadness, what am I sad about? If you're seeing, fighting and bickering, what am I unbalanced with here? Okay. This is a constant practice. And this is something I tell my psychic development students too. You don't, it's not something that you find. It's psychic development it basically just re-owning what we've been conditioned to think we don't have. It's always there. It's always there for everybody. Are you willing to do the work? Are you really willing to do the hard yards to gain that perspective back? Okay. So that's my little spiel for this week. All right, guys. I don't have a winner this week because I still haven't finished the Highland Cow, because I've been off in mystical land somewhere. So I will finish Emma's Highland Cow this week. And I think I'm just going to, I'll message Pam, because I have to message you anyway. So I'm just going to message you, Pam, and I'll find out what we're going to give you this week. Okay. So Pam is this week's winner. All righty. And check out my latest writing on my business page called Wave upon waves upon waves. I've got a Reiki 1 class tomorrow. There's still room if anyone wants to do it. Get a hold of me tonight so I can print out the stuff. And yeah, I've been updating the website, writing, and the book will be out in November. Okay. Ciao. Bye, guys. Thanks again.